So, when we're in the midst of love and living this life, oftentimes things happen, things that are very hurtful, and things that need forgiveness. How can we learn to forgive and also learn to cultivate trust again after something that has compromised our trust has occurred?
I think that, first of all, that one, in order to forgive, one doesn't need to condone. Just because, if somebody does something which was not the right thing to be done and has caused harm and deep hurt, one has to accept that is what happened and it should not have happened. And that, it's not that we are saying that it's all light and love, because it isn't. But at the same time, we should recognize that if we hold to our resentment and our hurt and our trauma, and we build our personality around that, then we are harming ourselves in a way far worse than the original hurt. It's like if we have a wound and then we keep scratching it and even putting acid on it, it's never going to heal. And it only harms ourselves, it doesn't harm the other. So I think that we have to recognize that when people do things which have caused a lot of harm and have really hurt ourselves or others that we love, then we should accept the fact that that's what they did, and it was a wrong thing to have done, and that's a very sad thing to have done, but it's in the past now. And that one has to appreciate that anyone who acts like that is a very sad being, that the one can develop at least compassion for that person, that, imagine that they would do such a thing like that. It's just not, it's very sad that they are capable of doing that sort of thing. And then at the same time if, for example, it was someone in authority, like a teacher or someone like that, to appreciate the good that they have done. That a lot of people, when, they get into very abusive relationships with a teacher, then they abandon everything. But in fact, maybe they learned a lot from the teacher. Maybe the teacher did lots of good things. This was only one shadow area. There also was light. That's why we trusted. And so, that I think to recognize the fact that, even if we have been hurt at some point, we don't have to therefore be mistrustful for the rest of our life, but we should be careful. We also shouldn't, sometimes we are very naive, and this is also not a good thing. We should have some wisdom in our relationships. But forgiveness is dependent on compassion, that we recognize it was a very sad thing, but, we all learned something from that, and we can be grateful for what we learned, and not to hold the hurt in our heart, but to allow it to just increase our understanding without making us bitter and sour.